What if I told you that there is a NeoPixel lightsaber that has 17 sound fonts, 23 blade styles, and 15 different ignition effects? This NeoPixel lightsaber has Flash on Clash, Blaster, Lockup, Tip Drag, Infinite Color Change, Sensitive Smooth Swing. And what if I told you that this lightsaber only costs $60 US shipped? Take the blue pill, your journey ends. Take the red pill and join me for this unboxing and review. Hello once again to all my Jedi and Sith companions. I'm your host, the Frugal Jedi, and thank you for joining me for another unboxing and review. Today we're looking at something called ePixel. This is a brand new lightsaber from HANLING Lightsaber, and it's exclusive to them, and it is chock full of features for a budget NeoPixel lightsaber. It has sensitive smooth swing, it has flash on clash, it has tip drag, it has lockup, it has blaster, infinite color cycle, it has multiple sound fonts and ignition effects, and you have a little bit of music tracks, you have volume mode. I mean, you get a lot of stuff for a very little amount of money. So you are going to be quite impressed when I show it to you. The price of the ePixel lightsaber will vary depending on which hilt design you choose. The hilts are all relatively close to each other in price, around $30 US. The blade can either be a shorter blade or you can get a longer blade. A shorter blade is roughly 28 inches, while the longer blade is 32. I chose the longer blade because I prefer it. It just looks cooler and I like the balance of it. And the shipping will vary depending on whether you choose a shorter blade or a longer blade, because that'll affect the size of the box. So in all, shipped to Canada was $60 US. I'll put a link in the description that'll take you to HANLING's official store on Alibaba, as well a link to this particular model that I'm reviewing today. I'm now going to point the camera down at the table, show you the box, and show you what's included. The ePixel lightsaber ships in a really nice cardboard box, and it's a very long cardboard box. And the reason it's so long is because the blade and the hilt is completely built together. It's all attached. You don't have to use screws. It's just ready to go. Nicely foam padded inside, so really well protected. You get your USB-C charging cable and an instruction pamphlet. This is full aluminum, and this is a gunmetal color. Really nice. Incredibly strong. Because it's all built in together, there's no blade wobble at all. Your USB-C charging port and your power button and your pommel can be unscrewed if you want to create a staff saber. The only thing we'll have to do is remove the clear plastic film. And that's it. I'm going to talk about the features and functions of the ePixel lightsaber, how to use it, how to work the button, because there are things that are different with this lightsaber and you've never seen it before. So first, let's wake it out of deep sleep, and we're going to hold down the button. Makes that sound effect. That is the sound effect for the first sound font. So whatever sound font you're currently on, that's the sound you'll hear when you wake it up. Nice blue light around the power button. In standby, a few different things we can do. If we double click the button, that's going to play background music. And the tracks aren't very long, so I'll just let it finish. And there, it's done. So that's cool. And there are 3 different music tracks. So let's see what the next one is. Of course, you know, you gotta have the main theme, right? And let's hear the last one. Yeah, so it's cool that they give you those 3 little clips in there. You don't expect that on a budget pixel lightsaber at all, but awesome that they did that. Holding the button down will cycle through sound fonts.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
And as I always do, I will have a list of the 17 sound fonts in the description for you. There are a couple of repeats. I think there's 2 Darksabers and 2 Rey Skywalkers, or Rey, for people that don't want to call her a Skywalker, I understand. But all in all, it has a lot of unique sound fonts, so pretty cool. Tapping the button 3 times.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
That'll adjust the volume, so it's just playing that sound font so you can hear it. And there are 3 volume levels. You got your high, your medium, and your low. So that's your low. And then 3 clicks again, right back to high volume. To get the mute on, like to turn on mute, you have to have the saber ignited, and I'll show you that after. Tapping the button 4 times fast. It makes that sound effect, and you're wondering, what the heck kind of sound effect is that? That sound effect is going through the different ignition styles. Now, it doesn't tell you what the ignition styles are, and there are a lot of them. There are 15, but you're basically going to set it to the one you like, and you're going to leave it. And if you wanted to go through them all and check them all out, you can. And again, I will list the ignition styles in order so you can see what they are. And pushing the button 6 times fast, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that'll put it back into deep sleep, and you don't have to worry about draining your battery. So we'll turn it back on.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
To turn on the saber, you can use the traditional button press. You can use gesture controls, so you have swing on, you can swing the saber, you can twist your wrist, or you can stab. So I'll try the stab, see if I can do this. And there it is. Nice, bright NeoPixel blade. You have sensitive smooth swing. You got your blaster, and you just click the button for that. You have lockup. To do lockup, hold the button down, tap the blade, and you get lockup. Tip drag, same thing, except have the blade pointing downward, and then hold the button, tap it. And there's your beautiful tip drag. You have a force effect as well, so you push forward and you get that light up effect. While the saber is active, if you double click the button, that'll switch your sound font on the fly. So here's Kylo Ren with a flame. I mean, incredible that it has really good sensitive smooth swing. I just hit the lamp. And I can just switch my sound font just like that. So fast. Now some of the sound fonts have blade styles when you swing the blade. So this particular one, when you swing the blade, it turns to an unstable. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up. So this Darksaber sound font, it's white, but then when you move the blade around, it's rainbow. I did ask them about that. I'm like, can you change that so it doesn't turn rainbow when you swing it? And unfortunately you can't. It's locked into that rainbow. But the nice thing is the other Darksaber sound font doesn't do that, and it'll just be a standard blade when you're swinging it. Okay, I'm going to turn it back on and show you a few more things. Okay, I'm going to go to a different sound font. So here's Anakin. Just a steady blue blade, just the way I like it. Tapping the button 3 times, that'll mute the saber. And then turn it back on. 1, 2, 3. Sound comes back on. This is really cool as well. Tapping the button 4 times, that'll change your blade styles on the fly. So we have a fast rainbow there. Candy blade. You got pulse. Again, check the description. You'll see them all there. Crack blade. Love that. If you want to switch the color of the blade, you're going to hold down the button and you're going to twist your wrist. And that'll start an infinite color cycle. And to stop it, you just tap the button to stop it. So we'll put Anakin back to a blue. So you just got to wait. Unfortunately, they didn't include a quick color change. I would have liked that. But here's blue coming. And we'll stop it right there. You got flash on clash. And I'm really hitting my hand really hard. And the blade does not jiggle. Like, it is so well put together in there. I'd totally be prepared to deal with this. For one, it only costs like $60. And it just feels so sturdy. I'm also really impressed with the sound quality. I mean, it's not the very best sound quality I've ever heard, but it's better than some sabers I've reviewed that cost a lot more. Alright, I'm going to stop playing with it sitting at the table. I'm going to take it outside in the dark, and I'm going to show you the sound fonts, the ignition types. I don't know if I'll be able to do all of it because there are 23 blade styles and 15 ignition types. But I'll show you the ones I like the most, and then if you ever get one, you can see them all for yourself. So this is a cool feature. While the saber's in standby mode, when you're cycling through sound fonts, it'll actually show you your battery life. So you can see that it's green and then it goes to yellow and red. So we're still good for battery. It's now time for my final thoughts. I absolutely love this ePixel lightsaber. Not just because it was really inexpensive, but it just has so much packed into it. I mean, I love it. It's fun. It has such a solid blade. The design of it feels nice in the hands to hold. It's easy to spin. Sound quality, surprisingly good for being this cheap. And, geez, I want my viewers to know that you should really give HANLING lightsaber a chance. I'm not doing this for profit. I don't make money off of them. I wouldn't recommend it if I genuinely didn't believe it was a good product. They are really, really good. So let me give this saber a score out of 5 stars based on the 4 categories. First category is value for money. You're getting a NeoPixel lightsaber for $60 US shipped. I mean, come on. No one else can do that. No one else has done that. Value for money for me, I think, is perfect. It gets 5 stars. The next category is design. The hilt itself is nothing crazy fancy, right? Pretty simple, very simple emitter. It does have raised edges on it, so your hand grips it. The shape of the pommel, again, very, very basic. I do love the design in the sense that I don't have to worry about that blade coming loose. That I love. That's a great design. Having USB-C charging right on the top, another great design feature. Being able to check your battery life, that's huge. That's awesome. It lights up green, and then it'll turn yellow, and then it'll turn red, telling you, time to charge your lightsaber. So design, not the fanciest design, but a lot of smart choices in how they did it. So for design, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. The next category is features. It has a lot to offer for such a little price. You have 17 sound fonts with a few repeats. You have the 15 different ignition effects. Each one is unique. You have over 20 blade styles, from standard to pulse to cracked to unstable to sparkle to rainbow candy. I mean, I can't remember them all off the top of my head. Tons of blade styles. Incredible. Features. Doesn't have everything. Has a lot. And I believe it deserves a 4 out of 5. The last category is quality. The box it came in was very well made. Had foam insert in there. Nice aluminum. Sturdy. Doesn't feel junky at all. Sound quality, really nice. And where I think the quality really shines is the NeoPixel blade. Really bright, and there is absolutely no wobble in there at all. Nothing. And also, when it enters into the hilt. Incredible. This could be used for dueling, and you better believe I'm going to duel with this. Incredibly strong. Quality, 5 stars. I'm going to take my 4 scores, add them up to find the average. And this ePixel lightsaber by HANLING Lightsabers is getting a 4.5 out of 5. Well done, HANLING Lightsabers. You have cornered the market for a budget NeoPixel lightsaber that no one else has done. This is great if you have small children, you have kids that want to get into lightsabers, but you don't want to spend a ton of money up front. I would totally pick an ePixel. Even for adults, like, I'm having so much fun with this. And my son, I showed it to him. He loved it, and he was having a lot of fun with it. So yes, highly recommended. If you don't have one and you just want a cheap lightsaber to play with that's still amazing, get one of these. You will love it. If you found this video helpful and you enjoyed it, don't forget to click on that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and tap the bell so you're staying up to date whenever I release a new video. And you definitely want to make sure that you have that bell tapped, because let me tell you, tomorrow I am making a special announcement in collaboration with HANLING, and you should be very excited. Not just for one reason, but for two reasons. If you want to know more, come back tomorrow and I'll tell you all about it. I have been your host, the Frugal Jedi. Thank you all for watching. May the Force be with you.